हेलो 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 आ रहा है? हेलो 1 2 3 हेलो माई टेस्टिंग हेलो 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 1 2 3 हेलो 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 1 2 3 हेलो
Testing 1 2 3 स्टार्ट आवाज आ रही है ठीक से टेस्टिंग 1 2 3 4 5 6 फाइन
how the technology transformation is happening and what can role that SIFI play, or maybe you can see.
SIFI play will be hard for me.
That's okay, that's okay. That's okay.
But what
In
I can do is,
general,
yeah, if I can do, I can just give you a couple of bites
Please.
for this,
Go
okay?
ahead, all yours. All yours.
It's incredible what technology can do for businesses as well as for consumers. I think the way it's shaping out, not just in India, but globally, it's been tremendous opportunities for users to engage with each other, for businesses to reach out to users, the kind of connectivity which is offered so that users can participate more in terms of the virtual world, discover, find products and services, experience things in a very easy, convenient way, sitting wherever they are across the world. The digital world is not divided. The physical world may have boundaries, and technology can do wonders for people who are entrepreneurs, who want to reach out to users, and who want to actually build out a lasting enterprise. Thank you. Sure. Big data analytics is very core to any business. In other words, most of these businesses in the online world, as well as in the mobile world, they forward invest in either acquiring users, in terms of engaging with users, and the user engagement and the user behavior gives you huge amounts of information to be able to communicate, and better engage, prospective clients and provide them services before they ask for them. So in other words, it's not about what you collect and what you use, but how well you use it, and the kind of services that can potentially help you to define and figure out how to define knowledge out of the data that you collect will be the most interesting part going forward. In the Indian context, it'll be very hard for me to be able to communicate about the investments, given that, of course, we are a public company, and so as a result, we will not be able to make any forward-looking statements. But what I can tell you is that, from a global economy standpoint, as well as in India, that as more and more businesses come online, and as businesses reach out to users online, that it will almost be impossible for them to be able to engage and continue building out long-term value and keep consumers engaged with their products and services without actually investing in big data analytics, and to be able to go and figure out how to generate meaningful knowledge and personalized information for users across. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Experience of what SIFI is doing in the marketplace. How do you see our offerings striking a chord with what market is demanding from you as a CIO, from you as one of the buyers or one of the consumers or one of the IT leads? Think through, only then we'll...
No, it's okay. See, it was 2005 when we first started with SIFI. And that time, if I remember, it was limited up to 1, 2 or 3 maybe those solutions which we used also. So now if I look at the around a month back also I attended one of the event, and there I came to know about the all new I can say a new birth of CP, which is coming up with a lot of products. Especially the good part is that they have taken care about the all the segments. It may be the healthcare, it may be manufacturing, FMCG and all, and they have something which I would say it's a tailor-made kind of a solution. Let's say if I today want to have something, so that is suiting to my requirement almost 90 to 95%. So hardly 5-10% kind of a little customization is required, which is very difficult. I mean, it is very difficult that you get some service provider who has got a tailor-made solution for you, which you can adopt and you can start using it. So that is the fantastic part, and that is the most important part. I mean, if I put myself as a user, and if I go in market for searching any of the solution, if this kind of offering is available, I think that is the best part one could get. So, and I wish all the best.
How would you rate your experience in this forum?
Today's experience, it's a very good, and this kind of initiative, see, I believe that if you take this kind of initiative, what happens, you get a user or you can say a customer as well as your service provider kind of a gathering. It makes a very tight relation between these two, which is beneficial for both the parties actually. I mean, for a consumer also, for a service provider also. It's a very nice initiative, I would say.
So, what are specific ICT services products that you feel can benefit your organization? I would request you to help that.
Okay. Can you repeat again?
What are specific ICT services products that you feel would benefit your organization?
Your organization and the industry that you operate
Right,
in. So
right.
which are those top 2 or 3 trends or products or offerings that your industry requires?
One is, of course, the connectivity part, and connectivity part because in our kind of industry, we cannot afford connectivity issues even though for a minute or for a 10-15 minutes it is not okay with us. That is one. Second thing, services for the ERP support, that I would say the most useful thing if I look at to my industry. And the third one is, of course, your cloud data centers and the cloud DR, disaster recovery. That is the most beautiful solution, I would say.
One last question is, would you like to attend such events in the future?
Yeah, of course, because as I told you, it gives a lot of benefit to you. One, that you come to know about the new technologies, what the service providers are offering, what are the good parts into it. Second, it's a very good for a healthy relationship where you can have the solutions as per your requirement directly from the concerned people, and the service providers they have their experts along with you. You can discuss in detail, and a lot of things, I mean, you can make out of that. Right?
What was the experience of this event?
Yeah, overall, it was good event. I think more informative and a lot of good sessions from the panels and the speakers. So overall, worth coming.
Has CIPY demonstrated thought leadership and understanding of key business issues?
Sorry.
Has CIPY demonstrated thought leadership and understanding of key business issues at the event?
Yeah. So I think so. Before coming here, the CP I was knowing is only as an ISP. After coming here, I know that they are doing more than the only internet service provider.
What are certain specific ICT services products that you feel like that can benefit your organization? I would request you to elaborate on this so we can have a substantial.
So as an organization, we are highly relying on mobility as one of the aspects, being in financial services. So we are completely moving our business and trying to do more and more on mobility and trying to adopt more and more business on mobility.
Would you like
Definitely, if time permits, definitely would like to be in such events more and more often.
One last question is, how will you rate Sifi?
So overall, I think it's a satisfactory event. So overall, uh, the arrangements and the sessions, informations are at satisfaction.
Just keep your gaze always at the camera. What was your experience at this event?
This event is very good with if comparative to this kind of the technology wise and with respect to digital transformation towards the uh, business, and this will impact and this will give some kind of the potential benefit to our business aspects also. And I'm looking forward that SIFI and other partners like IBM will be the partner in future with respect to some kind of the storage as well as digital transformation and making our company towards the digital transformation.
As Sifi demonstrated thought leadership and understanding of key business issues.
Can you repeat it? Sorry?
As Sifi demonstrated thought leadership and understanding of key business issues.
Yes, so we have a lot of things to do with respect to business, and right now that IT is not a some kind of the support function, but it's a IT enabler. And as a CIO of the company, I am taking that kind of the challenges to make the company as a IT enabler and help the business also to in making the growth of the company as well as making some kind of the profitability towards the productivity each and every function of the organization.
What are certain specific ICT services, products that you feel can benefit your organization?
Particularly that mobility, that kind of the IT services I'm looking forward. So our business leaders and decisions maker, they can work during the mobility phases and they can do lot of work during even on the remote locations while working on some kind of the projects also.
Would you like to attend more such events in the future? Would you like to attend more such events in the future?
Yes, so basically this city, other kind of the things like having, like we are in process of implementing S4 HANA, so then we will be harnessing the Fiori apps, and that will be running on any kind of the mobility devices, and that will help us a lot of things to achieve our business objectives also.
One final question is, how do you rate Sifi?
How?
How would you rate Sifi?
Rate this particular about this event. Yeah, this event, even if I would like to rate this event, so then even I can give 9 out of 10 points. Yeah. Thank you.
At this event, how it was in terms of insight, technology, and new coming trends.
See, coming to this event and SIFI providing us the knowledge, it is quite helpful in taking technology upgradation and technology implementation decisions. So this type of events to help persons like me who are implementing and leading the IT in the organization, because the whole organization depends, or whole organization's technological progress depends on one or two persons like us. So it is quite helpful, and SIFI is helping us a lot. I'm not getting it.
Has Sifi demonstrated thought leadership and understanding of key business issues according to you?
Yes, if we do have conversations with us time to time, whether they are getting business or not, but yeah, they are providing very much insights of technology that is coming or upcoming technologies, and whatever our needs, they do understand our needs through our conversations we had with them, and then they suggest that you should use this type of technology, this type of solution, not only from say X vendor or Y vendor. They always say that yeah, we are ready to work with anybody, any technology or any platform or any product you want, we can provide, but with proper implementation and proper usage of that technology. From SIFI? Yeah, from SIFI, I think we can use, being in BFSI, we can use cloud storage and cloud data centers there, and yeah, their network also. Yeah, definitely would like to, but it has to be, I had mentioned in feedback form also, it has to be in smaller cities and district level places, because I am based at Rajkot and not possible for us to come all the way 4 to 5 hours journey. So my suggestion is, yes, we would like to attend this type of events, but preferably in our own town, at the district level places. Rating is too good. See, this, as I said earlier, it is very much helpful for us to know upcoming technologies, understand the technology, because when we are buying something, we are not able to clearly understand, because we are buying in a hurry. We plan something, we know that we would like to have this much. Vendors, whatever vendors say, we get understanding from them and then take the decision. This is where SIFI don't want to sell anything, they are just providing us the knowledge of the technology. So this type of events are too good for us. Thank you.
Highlight your experience at this event forum in terms of technological insight, addressing issues.
For this event,
Yes.
I think the event is very good at about the what is happening in the how digital transformation is happening, and how partners like SIFI and IBM can help in this transformation. And I think it's very good initiative by SIFI and Cyber Media.
Has we demonstrated thought leadership in terms of understanding key business issues?
Sorry.
Has SIFI demonstrated thought leadership in terms of understanding key business issues?
So,
Has SIFI demonstrated thought leadership in terms of understanding key business issues?
yes, SIFI demonstrated leadership.
Thought leadership in terms of understanding key business challenges?
Yes, I think SIFI demonstrated they understand the challenges of business and how they can address it, the challenges in terms of different verticals like cloud computing, networking, and networking, cloud computing, and providing the computing power to the end users, businesses.
What are certain specific ICT services and products that you feel can benefit your organization?
So we are thinking to use the SAP hosting on the SIFI cloud, and hosting our in-house servers on the SIFI cloud for our application like SAP and some in-house applications.
Would you like to attend more such events of this kind in the future?
Yes, I'd like to attend more such events in the future.
Okay. No, the time limit? Time limit? Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. So I start? Yeah. It was a great opportunity for me to attend this forum. I found that very valuable, presentations were there, very valuable discussions were there. There were the problems of industry, there were the problems of banking sector, the problems of finance sector, technological sectors, how it can be solved by the intervention of information technology, how we can be able to manage the data. Many things what I found in this form, in fact, it is not there conventionally available in many of the institutions. So I think this kind of discussion has to be there more and more, in fact, because they are the binding, in fact. If we have to grow, with a better speed, then we have to take the help of, information technology or data management. We have to be smart in this. If we'll be smart in these kind of tools, then definitely our country will be a smart country. If we will be, lagging behind, then definitely we will be lagging behind in many things. So today is the age of competition, and competition is not only the technological competition, it is who is reaching fast to the people. And I think this kind of knowledge is very important for each and everyone, for every sector of the community or for every sector of the industry to reach fast to their clients. It also happened that many good technologies, they couldn't reach to the people on time, and the other companies, in fact, who are not that much good, they have reached to the people and occupied the space. Why? Because they were probably sold themselves in a better way. They probably presented themselves in a better way. They raised to the people in a better way. And today, the time is a problem. Everybody is busy. Nobody is having the time, and they need the solution immediately. People cannot wait for indefinite. And by the intervention of appropriate data or information technology, probably we would be able to manage our time, and that is the smartness, and that is the concept behind the smart cities, the smart industry, the smart villages. If we are able to manage the things in appropriate time or lesser time, then definitely we are the smarter people. Discussions in this forum definitely is going to be useful for each and everyone who came, who participated, and particularly for me, it was a great learning. Thank you very much.
This forum addressed the key challenges of the IT sector properly, and was thought leadership demonstrated?
Yeah, definitely it was there. The time was short. I think we need more time to address the issues properly, and I think it is a good beginning. And in next workshop, in next forum, we will discuss the issues in detail. The people were very knowledgeable. They were the masters of their areas, and I personally found that they have done justice, in their presentations, in their discussions, in the forum, and people got the benefit out of their knowledge. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much. Challenges to address and what you taught.
Okay. Shall I start? Yeah? Yeah. So the session was really good. We got various dimensions about the data and the challenges which industry is facing, including the data growth and various technologies which are coming up and can be utilized to address the challenges. The thought leadership was also come up clearly. The interaction on the panel was also good, where we could understand different industry verticals, what are their challenges related to data. And the last by Dr. Kumar was really good, where we can really see what the rest of the India is, how the challenges are there with the government departments and all that. So it was overall a good initiative by CIFI and IBM. So would like to have such more sessions. So, thanks.
One last question. Do you think that CIFI demonstrated the adequate thought leadership and it capable of dealing with these very pertinent issues that affect the industry?
Yeah, it really touched all the dimensions of it, and yeah, we would like to engage more with the CIFI so that we know we can discuss in details.
What are certain ICT technologies that you're looking at to adopt from CIFI for your organization?
Yeah, my own organization is under transformation because we were a government and MNC was merged actually. So we have a mixed hybrid culture in the organization. So we have some challenges about adopting new technologies, being partially government and being run as a professional organization. So we'll definitely adopt these things which are coming up. Yeah, thank you.
I just want your views on whether specific projects for the IT sector were addressed in this forum. What do you think is brought out this forum as thought leadership was expressed and your thoughts on the forum without insights, new paradigms, whatever it is.
Okay, basically, yes, this was definitely an eye-opener session as to what things went out here was. We could actually have a practical scenario of various industries as to how people basically reacted to it, specifically to data explosion and the kind of mentality the normal layman has, whereas the IT basically has a very glorious picture, but coming to the realities as to how basically things work out is something totally different. Just like, for example, we got a real picture of what the banking people do basically. So they said, like, no doubt you're basically calling the IT guy and giving them a lecture, but probably, you should be giving seminars to the people who are related to the downward as well as the upward movement. Probably even if the senior guys come to know what exactly is happening in IT, probably, the approvals and, the cost sensitivity might go down, specifically because in Gujarat, they say that people are very cost sensitive, but they want services to the perfect, the impeccable services what basically they want. So probably if this kind of seminars are given to the top management people, because probably top management people, they really don't, understand as to what IT is and what is the kind of hard work that is being put into things. And, if probably these kind of insights are given, just like what, brilliantly given by IBM people, they flaunted as to what all knowledge they had, but they even said that, yes, it's going to cost you money. So if you really look into it, it's definitely an eye-opener to it. And specifically, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of that gentleman who was a scientist. He basically brought out all the innovations which have been done by Mr. Modi in India today. And it's all on the basis of IT. So probably, I suggest such kind of seminars should be more, and it should be an eye-opener to everyone. Thank you.